so happy to see you, Steve.
Well, welcome back, Carmen Electra. Now, the season finale of your show called Exile airs tomorrow night. This is a show where couples who are basically breaking up, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Completely different than anything else. These
Yes.
couples know they're in these crazy dysfunctional relationships and are going to get help because they want to get away.
But of course, they're on an island.
They are, yes.
Where's the island?
The Dominican Republic.
And-
Gorgeous weather.
So all these hot people who are in these weird relationships on an island.
Yes.
What could go wrong?
Let's take
So
a look
much
at a
does go
clip and
wrong.
see what happens here.
Hello? Are you guys having a good time here, enjoying paradise? Yes! I hope so, because your time is coming to an end now. Tomorrow is your last day here on the island.
Oh, okay.
Tonight, these dates are your final opportunity to find a solid connection with someone new and break free from your ex forever. Have fun, and I'll see you later. Bye.
I'll see you later.
This is my first question, and it's actually a super important one. How did you keep your hair like that with a humidity in the Dominican Republic?
It was insane. Yeah, it was a problem. Like, literally, I had, like, frizzy hair all the time.
No, it was
on
point.
Thank you.
Carmen.
Thank you. I carried
Okay,
a brush,
now you
like, in
can,
my
uh,
back
My
pocket.
question-
Now you can ask
Constantly
serious
brushing.
questions about Exile.
No, my question is, how did you keep from laughing in that humidity? All right, now,
Exactly.
so these couples are breaking apart, and breaking up is hard to do, as the song goes.
Yes.
Are they hooking up with other people there?
Well, we surprised the couples and brought in 10 singles, so they were shocked. Some of them were really happy, then the other couples would get jealous, but it was all to sort of give them a temptation and give them what they really wanted. And it's really interesting in the finale to see who ended up breaking free and who wanted to stay together. So that's sort of
the only way to get out of something is if you have something else standing by.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Oh my God, I'm such a rebounder. Did you hear me?
You're
Dead
like-
serious.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, right?
exactly.
I mean, that's just that's how a lot of people function.
That's
If
probably
they're
not the
gonna get
healthiest way
away-
to do it. But that's why we have Dr. Ish. He's a psychiatrist.
Dr. Ish knows his stuff.
He knows what he's doing.
I want
he's,
you to know
he's
something.
there
that
for them 24 hours.
I've known Carmen a long time, and I've given you a lot of advice through the
Oh,
years.
yes, and
And
thank
you've
you for
taken
thank
none
you.
of it. You have never
Oh my
taken
gosh.
any of it.
Well, you know.
What?
We have to learn the hard way sometimes, right?
So that makes you qualified to be the host of
Yes,
the show, though.
you-
You've been through
you've been
a
through
lot
it, you
of
know.
different relationships.
I have a few exes, yeah.
Yeah.
few exes.
Yeah, and you learn from all of that stuff. Yeah.
You learn, but then sometimes you keep repeating the same thing over and over
Can
again.
you look at a couple and say, it's never going to work?
You can kind of tell by behavior, I guess, if you were to study someone's behavior or a couple's behavior together. You know, I think in relationships, it's important to have honesty, which is really hard, but like also appreciate someone's flaws.
Right.
Because no one's perfect. Know that you're gonna have arguments and disagreements.
And don't emphasize the
but
flaws.
don't take it so
Yeah.
personal.
And are these flaws you can go? Can you handle these in the long term, or are they
Exactly.
deal breakers?
So, where are you now?
And be best friends. At
Where,
the end
where
of
are
the-
you? How's your life now?
I'm dating. Yeah.
How are you with your?
Suddenly
I'm
you're
so
quiet.
shy. I know now
Yeah.
I'm all shy.
You're
Well, we're
dating.
married on television, on reality
I
TV, and
know.
forever. But I guess through my learning process in this business is to sort of, keep my relationships more private.
Good.
At least as long as I can.
Yeah.
And because I care about it, and sometimes when things are being said and things are twisted up, and it's can be hard for
Can
the
I
other
also
person.
say this about you? You have a flamboyant public persona, but you are such a sensitive person.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I hate to admit that.
Yeah.
That's got to be hard.
Well, I think
Especially-
that I've always been super sensitive and I feel everything. And I think that's why sometimes I look taller than I am. I'm 5'2", I look 6 feet tall, or I stand in a pose that looks like the tough chick. And
Yeah.
that's what they say about the guy. If you walk into a restaurant, the guy in the back of the room with all the tattoos is probably the guy in the most fear.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I remember Dave used to say that to me all the
Sure.
time. And that was interesting to me because
Yes.
I could relate to that.
Yeah.
Well, the guy who's trying to show it already has an issue,
Right.
right? Either
Even
you-
though I love tattoos, that's number one for me.
Number one.
So am I
Clearly.
getting into trouble with that?
When you married Dave,
Historically,
it,
yes.
it was a television show.
Yeah.
And I remember discussing it with you on the internet. I was saying, I don't think that's the wisest way to go for a relationship. And you said,
What, reality show?
Yeah. And you said, you're probably right.
At this point, I don't regret it. It was definitely a moment in time. I learned a lot, and our relationship was super cool. I mean, it was different than any other that I've ever had. So I appreciate that time, and I don't reject that time.
How do you do
know?
with your exes? Do you remain friends? Is it a case-by-case thing?
Well, case by case, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't really relate at all anymore.
I know,
And then
we're
sometimes
not-
you can occasionally, but I think it might be weird if you were best friends and you're dating someone else. That could be a little strange.
And also, without going into all of this stuff,
Yeah.
I mean, there were times in your life when you were down and sensitive and you needed something or somebody.
Yeah.
And you made decisions about relationships that you might not have made under other circumstances. Am I putting this accurately?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I can definitely say that I was sort of the girl that would rebound. I mean, we talked about it earlier. I would go from a long-term relationship, not take time for myself, but then jump into another one without that healing process. And I decided that I was going to be single for a while and do me for a change and then figure out what I wanted. And it's been great.
It looks good on you.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Season finale
Good to see
of
you.
Exile airs tomorrow night at 11 on WeTV. Carmen.
Drama.
I missed you. Come here.
Don't stay away so long.
Yes,
Oh, look at this. What's
Okay.
going on here?
All right.